kind of impression, or what would you convey to the community today?
That's a good question for Sheriff.
That's what I thought so too,
Yeah,
Sheriff.
he gonna give it to you straight.
That's what I thought. This is directly for him.
Yeah, don't chase it. He gonna give it to you.
Thank you all for being here. I know my friends saying, why is he so quiet? Because usually I'm the loud one. First, let me tell you why my wife is laughing. Because my why is because my ancestors required me to be a leader.
All right, yeah.
I'm required to be a leader. My family requires me to be a leader. So I don't have a fancy answer. My ancestors and my family require me to be a leader. The question is, why are we here? Why do we have to have this type of panel? Nobody else is having this type of panel with their leaders. And over 30, and I probably do have everybody, I came into law enforcement in 1982. So how convenient it is tonight, I'm gonna shake the room up. How convenient it is for us tonight to use two words, black and brown. See, now we have to bring somebody else into the conversation. See, I came into law enforcement when it was just against blacks on the street having to fight with law enforcement. So the politically correct thing now is to say black and brown. But what happens is the black community is saying, when are you going to help us? And then when we become law enforcement officers, we have two agendas. We have an agenda of them and an agenda of us. There's two requirements. One side says, we want you to work with us because we've never had anybody to work with us. And then the other side said, you got to work with us, but now you're the sheriff, so you have to work equally. That is why we're here tonight. If my colleagues were honest, we fuss and argue on the phone and cry and plead with each other on the phone almost nightly about why can't we be accepted just as who we are as leaders. So when we talk about the crack, the opioid, the fentanyl, which one is it now? Because with the crack epidemic, nobody cared. And the crack epidemic still is affecting our community because not only that we're seeing the crack babies, the mamas and the grandmamas, now that the government says, well, let's put money towards the fentanyl and opioid epidemic to make it look even. And so then now we have to balance all of that out, but our communities are still suffering. And so then how do we do that within law enforcement? It is this. When we became the first black sheriffs of North Carolina, we believed that all communities, especially the black communities, would fully support us wholeheartedly. But that didn't happen. And so then we have to rely on each other how to battle and balance how we are viewed and how we are accepted. If you think about it here, I just realized, why do we have to have this to represent us? Because it's necessary. Why? Because we are trying to tell you this. We are here to help, but we want you to support us. And when we don't get the support that we want, we have our private conversation and we cry on each other's shoulders and say, what can we do? Well, let's have an assembly to let them see us, and maybe then they can understand how hard it is to be the first of anything, but then how hard it is to be the first black. So when you're talking about the epidemic and the drugs and everything else, some people hear that, but some people say, well, we also want you to fight this. And so what we're saying here tonight, see us, but let me tell you this. All of us have over 30 years of experience. You do not want to wear our shoes, even to this day. It looks good, we dress good, we sound good with our accolades and everything, but we struggle as black sheriffs and black leaders each and every day. Why? Because we're looking for the community to support us. And when you support us, then we can talk about the drugs. Then we can talk about the crime. Then we can talk about everything else. But when we don't feel the support and have to balance it all, it's confusing.
What does support look like?
And it is confusing.